Hey, I'm Caitlin and this is Fragrance University. Now that we've gone over fragrances and their usage levels, it's time to go over each soap type in detail. The following video will be a little bit different than our other product courses. We'll be breaking down each soap type's individual component one by one to keep it straightforward as possible. First, we'll go over an introduction of the soap type, their bases, and any other components you need to know about. Let's start with something simple, melt and pour soap. Melt and pour soap, from here on out referred to as MP soap, is a great place for beginners to start. It doesn't involve any lye or recipe formulation, just the fun stuff like adding fragrances and colors. It might seem like MP soap is simple or boring compared to the complex process of cold process soap making, but there are many ways that you can make your MP soap fun and unique. Let's talk a bit about what MP soap is and how it's made. Melt and pour soap base is essentially soap that's already been made, just without the added components that make it unique to you. It's still processed using the classic lye and fatty acid components, but it comes to you in a solid block that can be melted down and loaded with fragrance, color, and any other inserts you want to add. MP soap is sold by the pound in various amounts, ranging from a single pound to hundreds of pounds. Each pound of MP soap base can make about 4 4-ounce bars of soap. Making melt and pour soap is as simple as it sounds. It starts by breaking down the base blocks into smaller, more manageable chunks, which allows you to melt faster and more evenly. This can be done in either a double boiler or a microwave in intervals of 30 seconds. The melting process should be slow to prevent the soap from boiling. If it does, the finished product will be clouded with bubbles. Once the soap has been fully melted, it can be customized with fragrance. About 3% fragrance per weight of your soap base is recommended for melt and pour, meaning 1 pound of base can take 0.48 ounces of fragrance. This percentage can be used to scale up your MP usage rates as much as you need. At this stage, you can also add any colors you want to customize your soap. We'll go more into detail about which colorants you can use for your MP soap soon, so stay tuned. Once your MP soap base has been customized with fragrance and color, it's ready to be poured. Melt and pour soap can be used in just about any mold, from individual bars to whole loaf molds. It can even be used in shape molds, like star or hearts, that can be placed into larger loaves to create fun embed soap. Regardless of the mold you use, it's important to give the top layer of soap a spritz of isopropyl alcohol. Doing so will remove any bubbles stirred up from the pouring process and give your soap a clean finish. All that's left now is to let your soap cool and harden for the next 3 to 4 hours and it's ready to use. All melt and pour bases contain the same standard ingredients: aqueous lye, oil, and glycerin. Glycerin, sometimes called glycerol, is a natural byproduct of the saponification process. It acts as a humectant, meaning it draws in moisture and is essential to MP soaps. In fact, MP soap bases have extra glycerin added to them on top of what is naturally made through saponification. This allows the base to be remelted multiple times after it's gone through the initial curing process. Because of this, MP soap can be used as soon as it's cooled, after you've added your color and your fragrance. This is a big advantage over cold processed soaps, which you'll learn more about in a future video. While aqueous lye, oil, and glycerin are all present in MP soap bases, is that it? Absolutely not. There are a variety of ingredients that are added to soap bases to give them unique characteristics. They'll allow you to customize your soap for different skin types, lather capabilities, and appearances. Coming up in our next melt and pour course video, we'll be taking a look at each of these bases and their characteristics. Until then, I'm Caitlin, and thank you for watching Fragrance U. Bye!